Okay everyone, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to prep the water, how much water you're going to use, and how much hydrogen peroxide you're going to put in the water. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up this cup right here. What you can see is white Madeira. This is cup number 19, and I'm dealing with cut number 48 and 49. And looks like here's my white Madeira number 1. Here's my cutting number 48. And this is actually from Maryland. Okay, so here's one of them, and then here's the other one, which is cut number 49. This is a white Madeira number 1, and this is from Maryland. So these two cuttings here are going to go into this cup. Okay, but before we put that in there, this is what we're going to do. And as you can see, every single one of my cuttings, they're all labeled. Every single one of them have the cutting number and the origin source of where these cuttings actually came from, because I'm working with varieties out of Pennsylvania, I'm working with varieties out of Maryland, California, Georgia, South Carolina. I want to see in this project the thickness, the apical bud position, the length of the actual cutting, and overall 16 different varieties water eroding inside of a cup. Okay, so let's get started. What I'm going to do, here's my water here. Not going to use the house water, I'm going to use very clean water here. There's a line here on the bottom of these cups, on these Starbucks cups, and the reason I actually use these recycled Starbucks cups is that it's actually thicker, so it's a little bit more durable. What I'm going to do, I'm going to fill all the way to this line right here. Hopefully you guys can see that right there. So it's about an inch of water right there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put my cup down, I'm going to put my lid on, and then the secret sauce is hydrogen peroxide. Now the reason we use hydrogen peroxide is we want to make sure that we don't get any mold while we're trying to water root. Okay, so everybody understands is that once you put cuttings into water, everybody here has under assumption that these cuttings are going to rot. I'm going to show you that these cuttings will not rot, or maybe they will rot depending on the size of the actual wood, the variety. As you can tell, we have very healthy cuttings over here. So I'm just going to show you the process that I'm going to go through. Okay, here's the cup, that much water here, and here's the hydrogen peroxide, and that's it. That's all it needs. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and mix it around a little bit, set my cup down, take my cutting, boom, there it is, white Madeira number 1. Now, I do not like to use my pruners for this. I use a very sharp blade, and the reason for that is that I'm just going to be taking off just a little bit off the bottom of this cutting. I want to make sure that I get a nice healthy cut, and guess what, there it is. Hopefully you guys can see that really good. You see how it's beautiful all the way around, and it's great positioning. There you go. This white Madeira cutting number 48 out of Maryland going to the cup 19 cutting number 48. Here's my first one. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact thing to the second one, double checking. It's a white Madeira cutting number 49 out of Maryland. Good to go. And I'm going to go ahead and make my cut. There it is. Perfect. I just want to make sure that all the way around it is perfect. Okay, I want to make sure that everything is nice and green. I don't have any, like, really bad edges on it or anything like that. I'm going to take this little guy off here as well, and voila, there he goes, cutting number 49 white Madeira into the cup. So now that you saw this right here, in order for me to save some time for this video and not bore you guys, I'm going to repeat this process for every single one of these cuttings. And when we come back, we're going to go ahead and put it inside the rooting zone. Okay? Stand by.